Surely the presence of joy is in this place. I can feel its mighty power and its grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory in each face. Surely the presence of joy is in this place. Surely the presence of peace is in this place. I can feel its loving power and its grace. There's a holy truth within us that no error can replace. Surely the presence of peace is in this place. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel its tender power and its grace. There's a holy core within us that nothing can erase. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Today we celebrate our abundance, and today we celebrate the fact we have so much to be thankful for. I'd like us to read something together. On the bottom of your order of service, the last quote. Let's read this together, may we? Life without thankfulness is devoid of love and passion. Hope without thankfulness is lacking in fine perception. Faith without thankfulness lacks strength and fortitude. Every virtue divorced from thankfulness is maimed and limps along spiritual road. We have so much. We have inherited so much from 120 years of history. And it's all ours. And to be thankful for everything is just, I don't know, I don't think we could write it all down. And today we're celebrating that through a whole service of music. You're not going to hear me talk much. I'm going to talk as much as I can, but not very much. But we have some wonderful musicians who are sharing this, I'll call it magic of music with us today in celebration of the dimension that is not words, it's not written, it's the feeling of the divine. And so it is.
Good morning. Before we offered up this all music service, there's a song that came to me that I was going to do as a mini message, and now I get to do it as part of this service. These words in the song reminded me of so many of you, and the song I'm going to do is Nature Boy. It was performed by Nat King Cole, and then redone by Jim Bowie and others in Moulin Rouge and more recently. But the words in here speak to me, so that's what I'm going to offer today. There was a boy, a very strange enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far over land and sea. Little shy, passed my way. And while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. It's just to love and be loved. Greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. They do it much better, but I do my
Thank you. A lovely mini message. That's one of my favorite songs. Just to love and be loved in return. Oh, yeah. Well, good morning and welcome to our first all music service in a very long time. And I would like to thank, when I call your name, stand up, Michael O'Brien. He's playing and singing for us today. Debbie Knapp, she's going to play and play and play. Sylvan Eidelman, he's going to play and play. And Sabrina Rosenberg, she sang for us today. Have some announcements. We have decided that we have a Christmas Eve wedding, and I thought it was in the evening, but it's going to be in the daytime, so we're going to strive to have a Christmas Eve candlelight service at 99% Music. We'll see. We did that they did it for, I think, like 100 years, and we stopped a few years back for one reason or another, and we're going to see if we can reincarnate the Christmas Eve candlelight service. Next Saturday is a open house right across the street starting at 10 o'clock of Valetti Ranch. And I was over there yesterday walking through the old barn. They cleaned it all up, and you can go through it next week, and there's some cool things, old farm machinery in there. And there is some early 1900s, like 1905. There's a long wooden thing. Looks like it's got a wooden screw about that big around, and it goes, it's an egg washer. You stand on the end and you run it like this, and it washes eggs. It's amazing. So next Saturday, and I think, what's that? You'd have to ask, but you probably ought to make sure they're hard boiled before you bring them, because it could get nasty. That's next Saturday, right? I think it's from 10 until probably 2 or something like that. I don't know exactly. I know that David Ergo is going to be working there, maybe Ananda too, and they're going to be part of the guides. And I don't know. Maybe you could ride some of the sheep. I don't know. They have mutton busting going on over there. I love to watch kids do that at the rodeos. It's so fun. Anyways, the 24th, we are having Debbie's band, More Joy, is going to be playing at the Cabaret. And hold up a flyer. Who's got the flyer? Somebody's got to hold it up and pin them up somewhere. Please come. The harmonies are like the Lennon sisters or the Andrews sisters, McGuire's. They're amazing harmonies. And we heard them do a show here a couple weeks ago. It was just really, really good. So, and for that, Debbie plays the piano and accordion, and they give her a lot of static about playing the accordion. So anyway, that's, and then I have been trying to do something for more than 2 years, a very long time. I've been trying to get Julie Miller, who happens to be Sylvan's wife, be a guest speaker. She was for a while, I don't know how long, one of the ministers at Oakmont Community Church. Yeah, and she was also on the board and still part of the Journey Center on 4th Street. And she's a wonderful speaker, just very, very busy. But she finally said, okay, I'll be there on the 25th. She was going to be here today, but couldn't. She had stuff going on today. And so please, you'll miss a great opportunity if you don't show up to hear Julie speak on the 25th, right here. That's also potluck. Today, following the service, we're going over to 42 Charles Street. Does everybody know where that is? It's just across the stop sign there by the 8 Ball. And for Bonnie's son's celebration of life. And it's going to be starting as soon as we get set up somewhere around 1 o'clock. I'm going to suggest, if you're able, park here and walk. If you aren't, maybe we could figure out carpool and just have somebody go over and drop people off. It's potluck as well. They're setting up right now. And Debbie and Sylvan are going to join us and play a little bit of classical music. That's what Guy enjoyed, was classical music, and Bonnie asked if they'd come, and they said yes, they would. So they're going to play a duet, and then they've got to leave, so they won't be there for a long time. And then, but it'll be, yes?
I was just going to say, there's usually at least some parking on Ross Street, which is right between Old Red and East Katati on Charles Street. So it's a little fire lane that we live off of. There's usually some parking there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's good, because they're trying to save me a place because I got a piano and stuff in my car. So anyway, that's today. Thursday.
This Thursday, the 15th, is the
The
spiritual.
15th Spiritual Book Group, 10 a.m. in the hall. At least coffee and other things,
Goodies.
probably, and goodies. Any other announcements? Anything from, we had a wonderful board meeting this morning, and anything else? All right, then let's stand up and sing together. Check out the page in the songbook, 19, I think that sounds about right. I'd like to teach the world.
I like to see the world for once standing high.
Well, this is the time. We get to welcome each other in whatever way we feel comfortable.
Michael, it's good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you too. It's wonderful to see you. I've seen your tomatoes. Yeah. Aren't they something? Yeah, great. It's great to see you. Yeah. Will you be at any of the Jack London, there's like picnics and barbecue or something? Yeah. I'll play a little bit, sure. Yeah. You have to bring the right chord though.
Exactly.
You had that, didn't have that with me, so. Yeah. Oh, well, look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah. So I'll see if I
Oh, okay. It's great to be here with you today. Wonderful.
Stillman and Debbie are going to share something beautiful with us. Probably not turkey in the straw, but maybe turkey in the straw. I don't know. Thank you very much. And now I think it's Michael O'Brien's time. Well, he's getting set up. I had a great phone call with my daughter, my youngest daughter, last night. She and I are thinking about starting a business together. She wants to have a marijuana dispensary, and I love donuts, so we're thinking about having a donut shop. And we put them all together. We could call it Glazed and Confused. All right, Mr. O'Brien, are you going to sing on this one?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, let me turn you up where you need to be then.
It's a song of mine from decades ago called Dear River.
Pull that to you just a little bit.
Dear river, here to see you once again. I stand watching your arrival through valley, wood and fen. Your waters gently bathe your loving shore, and the banks you stay embraced with our love forevermore. Where all rivers flow, flowing endlessly, I will follow you, and you can follow me. Where all rivers flow, flowing endlessly, I will follow you, and you can follow me. Dear river, here to see you once again. I stand watching your arrival through valley, wood and fen. Your waters gently bathe your loving shore, and the banks you stay embraced with our love forevermore. Where all rivers flow, flowing endlessly, I will follow you, and you can follow me. Where all rivers flow, flowing endlessly, I will follow you, and you can follow me.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Now, am I reading this right? It's time for our meditation. Today, we're going to have a music meditation. We're going to do a song called El Dia Que Me Quieres. And it was written by Carlos Gardel back in about 1936. And I think it's, for me personally, it's the most beautiful piece of music I've ever been fortunate enough to be able to play along with real musicians with. And there are lyrics, but there won't be lyrics today. Please, no applause. Just let the music take you in, maybe on an emotional ride to your secret place. It does that for me. So just, it will be as it will be. It was a very beautiful piece of music. Debbie and Sylvan, thank you very much. Mr. Michael O'Brien, I think it's your turn again.
So many years ago, I was a faculty assistant for the University of Wisconsin as a pianist. And one of the things I was called on to do was to supply music for the choreographers. And I wrote a lot of tunes that would fit into choreographed settings and everything. And here's one of them. I've been playing this on and off during the prelude in the church here. So you may recognize it. Thank you.
And you liked that so well, you wrote it by yourself.
I did.
Thank you very much. Sylvan and Debbie.
So this next one, I like very much, but I didn't write it.
Oh, shut up.
J.S. Bach did. He's one of my favorite composers, and I just find it here, and here it is.
You couldn't see what I saw, but I saw Debbie smiling and I saw Sylvan smiling. But the best view was Michael. He was sitting there playing it while he was going along. He was having a really good time.
I heard Michael make a mistake.
4 or 5.
Absolutely didn't make a single mistake. I watched. Michael, what do you have for us, good sir?
So a few months ago, I was on my way home from a big run, and my wife called and said, "Stop by that pizzeria and grab one of those pizzerias. It's a big restaurant." So I walked in the restaurant, and it was totally crowded, but right in the spacious center of the restaurant was a gentleman seated there playing accordion with microphone and everything, and he just started to play The Happy Wanderer. So I knew that, and I waltzed right over to him before I put in my order, and it was in a key that was suitable for me, so I sang along, and the whole restaurant really loved it. I didn't get a discount on my pizza. It's such a great, joyous song, so sing along during the refrain. The Happy Wanderer.
Michael?
Yes.
Today, since you didn't get a discount, there's donuts. And after you're done, after the service, there's donuts.
Oh my
We
God.
love you.
Okay, thank you. Here's The Happy Wanderer.
Hold the mic to you a little bit.
Okay. I love to go a-wandering along the mountain track, and as I go, I love to sing my knapsack on my back. Fall-de-ree, fall-de-ra, fall-de-ree, fall-de-ra, fall-de-ra, my knapsack on my back. I love to wander by the stream that dances in the sun. So joyously it calls to me, come join my happy song. Fall-de-ree, fall-de-ra, fall-de-ree, fall-de-ra, fall-de-ra, come join my happy song. I wave my hat to all I meet, and they wave back to me. And blackbirds call so loud and sweet from every greenwood tree. Fall-de-ree, fall-de-ra, fall-de-ree, fall-de-ra, fall-de-ra, my knapsack on my back. Oh, may I go a-wandering until the day I die, and may I always laugh and sing beneath God's clear blue sky. Fall-de-ree, fall-de-ra, fall-de-ree, swing, fall around beneath the clear blue sky.
Thank you. I think you ought to write a few more verses. They really like singing that. Okay. Back in 1975, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, my wife and I had the opportunity, we had a band called Travelers West. And we worked for a guy named Jim Halsey, who was the manager for guys like Roy Clark and other really famous people. And he used us as opening acts for a lot of people. And I heard this song, I never wrote it down, I've never seen the words, I don't know if the music's right, but we opened for Johnny Cash and June Carter. And I heard this song, and it just kind of touched me. And so I'm going to share it with you today. Some of you heard me do it before, and it's one of my favorite songs. Truly my favorite Johnny Cash song. Excuse me. I think I'll sit down, then I won't fall down. It'll be more better this way.
Less messy. Less messy.
Way less messy. Now these hands, they aren't the hands of a gentleman. And these hands, they're calloused and old. Now these hands have raised a family. These hands built a home. And these old hands have raised to praise the Lord. Yes, these hands won the hearts of my loved ones, and with hers, they were never alone. Now these hands have filled their task. Oh, what more could you ask? These old fingers have worked to the bone. Now don't you try to judge me by what you have made me, 'cause my life hasn't been much success. And while some people, they have power, and still you hear them breathe, now these old hands have brought me happiness. Now I'm tired and I'm old, and ain't got much gold, and maybe things ain't been all that I planned. But Lord above, hear my plea, and when it's time to judge me, just take a look at these hard working hands. Now, Michael, you're going to play the piano. Shulman, you're going to play the fiddle thing. Debbie's going to play the squeeze box. And that new, she got a new accordion. It's got buttons, it's electronic, it's digital, it's 23rd century stuff. And it only weighs like 4.5 pounds. Got everything. And Sabrina, you're going to lead us. we're gonna go to that song called "This Land Is Your Land, This Land Is My Land, Don't Fall Down." That's my job. And are we ready, Maestro? Go on your cue. I'm gonna follow you guys. This land is your land. This land is my land. To the New York Garden, to the redwood forest, to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. And the sun was born. I saw above me and the sky that's so above me. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. This land was made for you and me. The sun was falling, and I thought my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. All around me, a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. California, the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. The sun was shining, and I was snowing, and we felt waiting, and that's like falling. This land was made, it was so tender. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. And for all of the people that took part, Sabrina and Sylvan and Debbie and Michael, thank you so much. And now we're going to have a little amen. And then everybody just sit tight for a minute. And all the musician people are going to go to the back so you can shake their hand and tell you know. Anyway, how about a little amen, Maestro? Amen. 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 Run yourselves back there. Come on, Miss Debbie. It's a long time. All right, you may all leave now.
I'm sorry, say that again. I think you should.
Oh, we like
But it does, sometimes you do, it gives you 175. Yeah. And the County Oaks is over there, it's also a neighborhood that, school there. That's where George is. See you, brother. He's my dad. Glad you're here. The day you love me. The day you love me. The day you can't be careless. The day you love me. El día que me quieras, me quieras.